Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you're someone who is just starting out in this entire online ecosystem, you might be confused, okay? You might think some days that, okay, I should start my own YouTube channel. Some days you might think I should start an Instagram page and start creating reels. Some days some person might tell you to grow your Twitter audience because Twitter is a new platform and Elon Musk bought it, so you start Twitter. A person someday would tell you to start a drop shipping. Some gurus will tell you to start a social media marketing agency. And chances are you're very confused on how you should start, what should be step number one, and how you should start building your own online territory. And the reason why I'm recording this video today is because I was at the exact same spot when I started my career in the online ecosystem around 2019. So my goal with this video today is to answer this question for you, to give you an exact step-by-step digital path to financial freedom. Now, the path that I'm going to tell you today is a proven path that has been used by a lot of successful creators that you might follow online as well. It has been followed by a lot of successful entrepreneurs. So what I'm doing today is nothing extraordinary. I'm just giving you clarity in terms of what path you should follow if you're just starting out in this online ecosystem. So without wasting any time, let's dive deep. But if you're someone like me who is not an entertainer, who is in the educational space, and if you're someone who do not have a lot of skills to start with, this path that I'm going to tell you today would make the most sense for you, right? So if you'll see on the screen, you will see a descriptive mind map, which is around the digital path to financial freedom, a step-by-step process. To give you a quick summary of what we are going to be talking about today, we are going to be talking about freelancing, productized service, content creation, community building, designing a product, and investing. This is a 6-phase digital path to financial freedom that I am following myself, that I myself am walking on. And I suggest to you, if you are someone like me who is not an entertainer, who have no skills to start with, and is trying to make their own mark in the online ecosystem. So without wasting any time, let's start with freelancing. Okay guys, so as you can see on the screen, the phase number 1 is freelancing. Now, 99% of the people who are watching this video today, chances are you do not need a social media marketing agency. But the reason why you want to build your social media marketing agency is because you see YouTube videos every day from people who want you, who tell you to start your own social media marketing agency, and they tell you how profitable it can be and how much money you can make, right? But the reality is that if you're watching this video, chances are you do not have any skills to start with, right? So when you do not have any skills, you do not have a concept which is scalable in the market and which is proven by the market, agency doesn't make sense. You need to start as a freelancer, and that's what we are going to be tackling to start with. So you need to get really good at few skills, okay? It could be any skill depending upon what your curiosities are, what are the things that you are interested in, but you need to start getting good at some skills to start with, okay? You need to coin your own currency. What happens is when you're starting out as a beginner, the only thing that is in your control is to learn few things and increase your own value. When you're in college, when you have no knowledge, when you have no network, you have nothing. The only thing that you can control is to learn a new skill. When you learn a new skill, you essentially coin your own currency. And when you really get good at that skill, you can use that currency to trade in the market and earn a currency that world operates on. So you need to learn skill, get really good at it, and you need to coin your own currency. That's step number 2. Step number 3 is you need to find the sweet spot. Find the intersection of what you like versus what market needs. I want you to be very smart about it, okay? Do not act like a dumb person. Be very smart about it and ask yourself, what are the skills that I would like to learn and are also the skills that market will pay me money for and the market demands and the market needs. Learn the skills that you like and the market needs. That's step number 3. Step number 4, you guys, is you need to sell your skills. Learn everything that is required for you to be able to sell the skills that you have learned at the first place. Just learning a skill and getting really good at it is not enough. If you really want to make money online as a freelancer, you need to learn all the skills that is required in order for you to sell the skills, because without selling, you will not be able to make money. That's step number 4. Step number 5 is you need to focus on building proof of your work. This is not where you maximize the profits. This is where you test your art and document market feedback, okay? As a freelancer, when you're just starting out, this is your phase number 1. This is the place where you do not go for maximizing your profits, okay? You do not think from the perspective of maximizing your profits. You always think from the perspective of opportunity. You do everything and anything that is required to build your proof of work. You take feedback from the market, okay? And you document that feedback so that you can use that feedback in the near future to get the rewards that you deserve. That's step number 5. Step number 6 is this is going to be hard, okay? let's not sugarcoat it. When it is starting out, it's going to be hard. This is going to be the toughest season of your journey. You will have to fall down, you will fail, you will have to taste the mud, you will have to go through the trenches. There is no other way around it. You need to explore, you need to fall, you need to learn, you need to experiment. This is going to be hard. If you're a soft person, if you're not ready for this, do not start this journey at the first place. Okay, there are a lot of easy things that society have set for you that you can follow and get a really good, certain career where you will be comfortable as well. So if you do not have a thick skin, or if you're not ready to build a thick skin, this is not for you. The last step, you guys, is do things that are unscalable. Okay, do not worry about automation, hiring, and all that bullshit. It is all distraction. When you're starting out, when you have never done business ever before in your life, you need to do all the things that are unscalable. Focus on getting yourself immersed in the process. Okay, you just are basically exploring the world of business and how everything works. You are understanding how capitalism works. You are understanding how talking to humans works, how communication works, how building relationship works. You are getting the taste of it, and then you will be able to do all the things that are scalable and will help you maximize the profits. But now, when you're starting out in the phase one, when you are just acting as a freelancer, you need to do all the things that are unscalable, because you're testing the waters. You are seeing and you're understanding yourself, your own nature, if you even like the work that you're doing or not. That's the phase number one, you guys. It is freelancing. Phase number two is productized service. Now, at this point, if you have done your freelancing properly, you will have a lot of money. Your relatives and your cousins would be mind blown about it. They would not be able to fathom the amount of money that you would be making on a monthly basis if you just do the freelancing right. Okay, you do not have to start a service up to this point. Once you feel like that, okay, your freelancing is going fine and the demand in the market for your services is exceeding the demand that you can fulfill, that's when you make a choice. You need to make a choice of either you can keep doing freelancing or you can scale what is working in the market. So if you have been doing freelancing, if you have been providing services and you have a lot of clients, then you can fulfill. It is a clear indication that what you have to give to the market and to the world works. There is a demand for it. That means there is a market for it, and that means you can scale what you are doing and you can reach to a lot more people and you can provide your services to the greater segment of the market. So that is step number one in productized service. If you decide that, okay, I want to scale this, that's when you think about building a business and starting your productized service business. Not any generic service business, but a productized service business. So step number two is you need to build a service package. Sell one thing to one segment of the market as a service package. You do not want to sell everything and anything to everyone you find in the market. You just want to sell one thing to one sort of people. That is how you will be able to maximize your profitability, your revenue, and that is how you will be able to scale your company in the most efficient way possible. So that is step number two, that you need to build a service package. Step number three is you need to learn marketing. The more money you make, the more bigger problems you need to solve. Okay, so when you are scaling your business, you will be facing a lot of different problems, bigger problems that you will need to solve. And in order for you to solve the bigger problems, you will need to learn the skills that are required to solve those problems. And when you're building your product as service business, you need to learn marketing, you need to learn operations, you need to learn client retention, you need to learn team building, and you need to know how to lead your team and build that culture inside your company so your company scales on its own without your presence. So that is step number three. You will need to learn marketing properly. Step number four, you guys, is you need to do things that are scalable. At this point, you are no more a freelancer. You are working with a larger segment of the market. You have a lot of clients. And so as a founder, you need to do things that are scalable. Once you are in the scaling phase, do things that are scalable. Okay, you need to hire more people. You need to set up the automations. You need to delegate the work. So these systems that you are doing are scalable and can work and perform on their own even when you are not available. This engine of your company is running on its own. Step number five, you guys, is you need to cut out all distractions. When you are growing your company, your entire focus should be on scaling your company. If you pick multiple different projects in the run of scaling your company, your focus will get distorted. And if your focus get distorted, you won't be able to scale your company efficiently and properly. ठीक है, क्योंकि तुम्हारी mental bandwidth limited है. अगर तुम दूसरे 4 प्रोजेक्ट पिक कर लोगे तो तुम्हारा फोकस शिफ्ट हो जाएगा, and there will be a lot of problems that will come in scaling of your company, because scaling a company is not a easy process. There would be a lot of problems जो तुम्हें daily basis पे face करनी पड़ेगी, और अगर तुम्हें इन problems को properly and efficiently solve करना है, then you need proper mental bandwidth to tackle those problems. So this is all about productized service, you guys. Up to this point, you already have a great skill. You know that your idea works in the market. So you have already started the journey of scaling your company and the idea that you have. One thing that I missed at the start of the video is that if you will notice, when you're moving from left to right in this sequential phase of digital path to financial freedom, you will realize that when you move from left to right, the amount of time that you need to invest to make money decreases. And that is the goal. And that is why what you see over here is in sequence. There is a reason for it. There is a reason why content creation is not the phase 1 and it is phase 3. Because when you're moving from left to right, skills are increasing, but time is decreasing, which is required to make you more money, right? So we have already completed Productized Service. Now let's talk about content creation. This is where every mediocre kid starts, okay? Because you see people, famous people who are making a lot of money, who are traveling, who are living their life, and you aspire to be like them, okay? So you are like, okay, I will buy a good camera, or I will just use my phone and I will start creating videos and I will become famous as well. And that is the mistake, because content creation is algorithmic, okay? You cannot rely on content creation and social media algorithms to build a business, or you cannot rely on these algorithms to pay your bills. You need to build a business first, and then when your business is at a place जहाँ पे तुम्हारे business में बहुत सारा positive cash flow आ रहा है, उसके बाद think about creating content. And that is why I have already talked about freelancing and productized service business first. Those are the first 2 phases that you need to focus on. Once your business is at a good point, when you're making decent amount of money, then think about content creation. So step number 1 in content creation is you need to pick one platform. Even if you're timing your content creation process the right way in your journey, you need to make sure that you're picking only one platform to start with. This is the mistake that I made when I was starting out. मैंने सारे प्लेटफॉर्म एक साथ शुरू कर दिया. लाइक कि मैं लिंक्डइन भी करूंगा, मैं ट्विटर भी करूंगा, मैं यूट्यूब भी करूंगा, मैं इंस्टाग्राम भी करूंगा. बिगेस्ट मिस्टेक ऑफ माई लाइफ. ओके, यू कैन नॉट डू दैट जब तुमने पहले आज तक कंटेंट नहीं बनाया है, जब तुम्हारे पास टीम नहीं है. इट्स ऑलमोस्ट इम्पॉसिबल टू ग्रो ऑन ऑल द प्लेटफॉर्म्स एट वंस. सो पिक वन प्लेटफॉर्म एज पर योर स्किल्स एंड गो ऑल in. That's step number 1. Step number 2 is get help. Ask for help and hire people that can do things that you suck at. Okay, the only reason why I wanted you to build your business to start with before content creation is ताकि तुम्हारे पास थोड़ा पैसा हो and you can use that money to hire people and help you in your content creation journey, because content creation is not as easy as you might think it is. ठीक है, बहुत सारी चीजें लगती हैं यार. अगर तुम वीडियोस बना रहे हो, देन यू नीड अ प्रॉपर सेटअप, यू नीड लाइटिंग, यू नीड गुड ऑडियो, यू नीड प्रॉपर सेटअप, यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड हाउ फ्रेमिंग वर्क्स, एंड यू नीड टू बी एबल टू राइट प्रॉपर स्क्रिप्ट्स, राइट? एंड एज अ बिजनेस पर्सन, यू माइट बी रियली गुड एट बिजनेस, बट यू माइट नॉट बी रियली गुड एट कंटेंट क्रिएशन. और अगर तुम्हें ऐसा लगता है देयर आर लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स इन योर कंटेंट क्रिएशन प्रोसेस जो कि तुम्हारा बहुत सारा टाइम वेस्ट कर रही है, देन इट इज नॉट वाइज टू वेस्ट योर टाइम, बिकॉज यू ऑल्सो हैव अ बिजनेस टू रन, राइट? यू ऑल्सो हैव अ बिजनेस टू स्केल. सो इन दैट केस यू नीड टू फिगर आउट, ओके, व्हाट आर द थिंग्स जिसपे मैं खुद अच्छा नहीं हूं, एंड यू नीड टू फाइंड people out there in the market and you need to hire people. That's step number 2. Step number 3 is you need to share your journey. Now, the easiest way to create content is you need to share your journey, share your learnings, share your mistakes, and just flow. Content creation is an art. You do not have to create content just for the sake of profitability. अगर तुम ये सोच के content create कर रहे हो कि यार मैं ऐसे कैसे content create करूं कि मैं content से बहुत ज़्यादा पैसे कमा लूं, then mark my words, you will never be able to create content consistently. That's not a good reason to create content. You should be creating content because you like creating content. You should be creating content because you want to help people. You should be creating content because you want to create art and share your thoughts and journey with people. So be very clear about what your reasons are for creating content. That's step number 3. Step number 4 is don't rely on content for paying your bills. Content is art. Create what you love and your audience get value from. Okay? अगर तुम content creation पे सारा pressure डाल दोगे कि अच्छा ये content मुझे पैसे कमा के लाके देगा, then you will never be able to create intentful content. तुम्हें content बनाना है ताकि तुम्हारी audience की help हो. Okay? तुम्हें content बनाना है ताकि तुम उस content को create करके एक community build कर सको. So that's step number 4. Keep that in mind. Step number 5 is do not sleep on content creation. If you create content to help people, it will change your life forever. अगर तुम content create करते हो to provide value to people, to provide value for free, to help people, to hold their hands and help them accelerate their journey, then content creation will absolutely change your life. It absolutely changed my life and it has the potential to change your life. But you need to make sure that you're timing your content creation phase in this entire digital path to financial freedom at the right place. Do not put the burden of earning money on your content creation. I'm repeating it again. Last step in content creation, you guys, is you need to show up every day. Show up with your content every day, publish every day. Value is the currency of content creation. And if you do not show up every day with value, it's almost impossible to grow on the social media platforms. So you need to show up every day. You need to publish every day. You might have to create systems to be able to show up and publish every day. You might have to hire a team. You might have to buy some tools. You might have to automate few things. Okay. But the goal is to show up every day and post consistently. That's about content creation, you guys. Fourth phase of this digital path that we're talking about today is community. Okay, you need to build a tribe of people like yourself, tribe of savages. तुम्हें ऐसे लोग चाहिए तुम्हारे अराउंड जो तुम्हारे लिए हमेशा अवेलेबल हो, जो तुम्हारी कम्युनिटी के लिए हमेशा अवेलेबल हो, and the people who are like yourself, who are around you like it, and that's how you build a tribe of like-minded people. Step number 1. Step number 2, you guys, is you need to water your community with value. Building a community is like watering a plant. It's a gradual process, and value is your water. Community building is a long process. It's a long-term game, and it requires a lot of patience because you need to provide consistent value to your community for absolutely free. You need to show up every day with value, and you need to pour that value to your community if you really want to build a community which is strong and will always stand up for you. That's step number 2. Step number 3, you guys, is a why. A community will give you a sense of why. This will make things a lot easier. यार रोज सुबह उठ के कंटेंट क्रिएट करने के लिए ना एक बहुत ही ग्रेटर सेंस ऑफ वाई चाहिए. सोशल मीडिया के फॉलोअर्स को चेस करना इज नॉट अ वाई, इट्स जस्ट अ सेल्फिश रीजन ऑफ क्रिएटिंग कंटेंट. और थोड़े टाइम बाद तुम रियलाइज करोगे, तुम्हें फॉलोअर्स मिले या तुम्हें फॉलोअर्स ना मिले, दैट फॉलोअर्स आर इररिलेवेंट बिकॉज इट्स जस्ट अ नंबर. जब तुम्हारे 10,000 नहीं होंगे तो तुम्हें लगेगा कि 10,000 फॉलोअर्स तक पहुंचना ही सब कुछ है. फिर जब तुम्हारे 10,000 हो जाएंगे तब तुम 50,000 के लिए एम करोगे, फिर तुम 100,000 के लिए एम करोगे, एंड देयर इज नो एंड टू इट. ओके, एंड दैट इज व्हाई यू नीड टू create your content to foster your community, and that is how you get a greater sense of why. Your community give you a why. That's step number 3, you guys. Step number 4 in community building is you need to help them win. You must help your people win. Your content is the vehicle how you get them from point A to point B. Point A is where they are today, and point B is where you stand, or point B is where they desire to go. Your job as a content creator and as a leader of this community is to help your community members to achieve their goals, to achieve their dreams, to make their life easier, and help them go through the path that you have gone through in the past and make the life easier for them. That's the last step in community building, you guys. And that's the 4th phase of digital path to financial freedom that we're talking about. Second last phase, you guys, is a product. Step number 1 in product is you need to create a product. Okay, it's very basic. You need to create a product that solves your community's pains and problems. After showing up daily, after creating a community of loyal audience, you would have a chance to create a product for this community, create a product that solves a big problem for this community, and sell it to your community. That's step number 1. Step number 2 is software as a service or info product. Now, depending upon your skill sets, you can build either a SaaS product or you can build an info product. Both of these products are highly scalable. What you build depends upon 2 things. Number 1, what your skill sets are, and number 2, what are the requirements of your community. Mark my words, whatever product you build over here is only built because there are some problems that your community have at the first place. So your product should revolve around solving the problems of your community. If you're creating product for the sake of it, there is no reason of creating this product. It's all worthless. Okay, so do not create the product in the first place in that case. Be very clear about what the problems your community is facing and create a product that solves those problems. That's step number 2, you guys. Step number 3 is you need to fulfill your responsibility. It is your responsibility to help them, and if you don't sell them your products, you cannot properly help them win. Your responsibility as leader of your community to help your community members win, okay? And there is so much you can do in your free content, and that is the reason we are creating a product, a SaaS product or an info product, so you can help them win. So when you have created a product, sell like it's your duty, sell like it is your responsibility, because if you do not make them buy your products, you will never be able to help them. You will never be able to change their lives. I see a lot of people who are, okay, you cannot sell, you are selling your audiences, you are doing a bad job, and a lot of people hate on sales, okay? And you should not. You need to change your mindset. You need to see everything from the perspective of being a responsible creator, and you need to be very clear that you're doing things because you're helping your community. Okay, if you are doing all these things that I'm telling you today just to maximize your profits, you will realize sooner or later that first of all you will feel like an imposter, and you won't be able to do this for long enough, or people will just call out the shitty work that you're doing, right? So do not do that. Always approach your product from the perspective of the problems your community is facing, and that is the only way to win in this digital path that I'm talking about. Because when you sell a product that solves their problems, you make money and their life gets easier. It's a win-win. You need to make the entire scenario a win-win. Okay guys, so that takes us to the last phase of this digital path that I'm talking about today. It is investing. Okay, Now, once you do all the things that I just talked about, okay, once you pass all the seasons of this digital path and the career that you're trying to build online, which is freelancing, building a productized service business, creating content, building a community and fostering a community, and then creating a product that you can sell to this community, you will have cash flow coming from a lot of places. You will have cash flow coming from your agency business. You will have cash flow from brand deals. You will have cash flow from affiliate links. You will have cash flow from kind of selling the products and the revenue that you're making from your products. So you will have a lot of money sitting in your bank account. And now when you have a lot of money sitting in your bank account, it is just getting wasted. So now it is your responsibility. Now in this phase of your path, now in this phase of your online career, you need to use that money to work for you. Okay, you need to invest that money in assets. Now, how to do investing? How to invest that money in different assets? That's not my expertise, okay? You will find a lot of finance creators on YouTube and Instagram. Find few creators, listen to what they're saying. Some of the good ones that I follow is One Finance with Sharan, and I just go to small case and I read their blogs, or I go to different kind of finance websites and I just read the blogs and understand what are the type of financial decision that I want to make for myself. But the goal, the core idea is invest the money and make your money work for you, right? You cannot let your money sit in a bank account, because that's how you just waste your money. But mark my words and pay attention to what I'm about to say you right now. You only invest your money when you have passed all the 4 or 5 phases of the journey that I talked about. If you are starting as a freelancer and you're investing your money when you're making 1 lakh and you're trying to invest 5,000, that's probably not the wisest decision to make, because you should rather use those 5,000-10,000 rupees that are investing in SIP, in mutual funds, in buying courses, in buying coaching programs, in buying better tools to make your business better, to make your learnings great, to kind of make the entire process efficient and smooth for yourself, right? Once you have enough money coming your way that you do not have to worry about anything and you still are left with a lot of money, that's when you heavily start investing. Do not worry about investing right off the bat, because it is just going to waste your time. बस तुम्हारा time waste होगा. मैं अगर तुम्हारी जगह होऊंगा तो I will just rather utilize उस time को to do all the other things that are required, क्योंकि बहुत सारी चीजें होंगी यार जो मैंने तुम्हें यहाँ पे ये easily digital part of financial freedom बता दिया है ना. It is not that easy. Even I am not till the end yet. Okay, I am somewhere in the middle. Even I don't know where I am, but I am somewhere in the middle and I'm trying hard to get the end point, and there is no end point, to be honest. Okay, you start. हो सकता है कि तुम्हें फ्रीलांसिंग में 2-3 साल लग जाए, हो सकता है फिर तुम्हें सर्विस बिजनेस बिल्ड करने में 1-2 साल लग जाए, ओके, कंटेंट क्रिएशन में तुम्हें 1-2 साल लग जाए, राइट? सो इट इज अ वेरी लॉन्ग टर्म गेम. यू नीड टू प्ले एटलीस्ट 5 to 10 years of game if you really want to build a sustainable online career. Sorry to break it down to you, sorry to disappoint you, because I cannot say what online gurus tell you. Okay, you cannot become rich in 6 months. Sorry, my friend. You need to work hard. You need to taste the dust. You need to get through the trenches. Okay, you need to learn a lot. Okay, you need to taste some failures to be able to build a sustainable career online and to be able to make a lot of money online. That's all for this video. I hope you like this video. अगर तुम्हें वीडियो पसंद आया तो स्मैश करो लाइक बटन को, और मुझे कमेंट्स में बताओ लिख के फ्रीडम, ताकि मुझे पता लगे कि तुमने वीडियो एंड तक देखा है. और अगर तुम मुझे पहली बार देख रहे हो देन सब्सक्राइब, बिकॉज यू आर क्रिएटिंग एंड पोस्टिंग वीडियोस लाइक दिस एवरी वीक. प्रेस द बेल आइकॉन ताकि तुम वीडियोस मिस ना करो. दैट्स ऑल फॉर दिस वीडियो. आई विल सी यू गाइस नेक्स्ट टाइम.